Hello YouTube, it's BirdoPrey5 here, and I'm here to wish my very good friend, the Anti-Trekker, a very happy 51st birthday. So, Anti-Trekker, this song is from me to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, the Anti-Trekker. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Michael J. Crawford. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, I just had to come up here on the YouTubes and wish him a very special day. It is, of course, April 20th. And April 20th, it's a special day in the hearts of many Americans for various reasons. You got your hippies who associate it with the devil's weed, and you got your Nazis who know it's Hitler's birthday, and you got your Scientologists who know it is the half birthday of L. Ron Hubbard. True story. And I figured I'd also tell you guys a story, because no one really knows how 420 became associated with that reefer, but I do. So stay tuned for a very special birthday edition of the true history of how 420 became the hippie holiday. And wouldn't you know it started way back 51 years ago on the night of Michael J. Crawford's birth. Yes, sir. I tell ya, not before that day did 420 mean what it means today. And here's how it happened. We all know the story of Michael J. He was a little old baby born to a ranch in Idaho or Wyoming, Montana, one of those states with more square miles than there are people or horses. And it was the night before his birth, and his mama was in pain, such pain. She was in the most pain a woman giving birth had ever been in. And on the ranch, you see, there's not a lot of doctors. So Mr. Crawford, being a wise man, he turned to the native peoples. So a Native American lady, her name was a traditional Native American name, Elizabeth W. She was there comforting Mama Crawford, because she knew the birth was imminent. And Mama Crawford, she didn't want to take any pills, not that there were hell a lot available, back 51 years ago. But the Native American, Elizabeth, she knew of a special herb that her people had passed down, and she mixed it into a tea. And at the stroke of midnight, she gave it to Mama Crawford, and all of a sudden, her pain was gone. And in the next 5 minutes, she had the most easiest, most natural childbirth any woman ever had up to that point. And Michael Crawford, the baby, he just slipped on out of her, you see? And little Elizabeth, she picked the baby up. She wrapped him in some old towels that Papa Crawford had just finished using for birthing some horses the day before, so they were nice and fresh. And she handed this bundle of joy to Mama Crawford, and Mama Crawford looks at little Michael for the very first time and says, "My boy, let me see my boy." And Elizabeth hands her that almost special of packages, and she unwraps the baby that she had just given birth to, the miracle of life. And Papa Crawford, he come running over, just finished shoeing some goats, and together they unwrap baby Michael, and right there in that package was a big old brown cow turd. Yeah, old Elizabeth, apparently she wasn't no medicine woman. Turned out she was just some hippie on her way to California to become a politician. And that special herb passed down by her people, well, that's just what they call the reefer. And that natural childbirth, that painless childbirth that old Mama Crawford had, that was the reefer madness. And she hadn't given birth. She had given a poop. So, old Elizabeth, also suffering from the reefer madness, she wrapped up that poop all nice and tight, just like a baby, handed it off. Her work done, she got back in her VW van and headed on out to the West Coast. So there was Mama Crawford, Papa Crawford, holding this lump of turd. But neither one wanted to acknowledge that their baby boy looked like a poop. So Papa Crawford said, "I'm going to name him Michael, after the goat I just shoed in the barn." Mama Crawford, still high, said, "Michael, that's a nice name for a girl. I think I'm going to have a daughter named Michael, and she's going to go into real estate." Well, about 12 hours later, they done forgotten that Mama Crawford was actually still pregnant. Mama Crawford went to the toilet bowl because she thought she had to, do what ladies sometimes have to do, but the men don't talk about. And out come one pale, crying turd. And just about then, the reefer, the madness, it was wearing off. And she was like, "Oh right, I was pregnant." And she's like, this is my baby. This is little Michael." So they took little Michael and put him next to his turd brother that they had put in his bassinet before him, and they raised them together as twins, both named Michael. And it wasn't till Michael, the Michael Crawford we know, when he finally turned 2 years old, those terrible, terrible twos, did he get resentful of his older brother Michael, and he done take that brother who didn't grow but hardened up a bit, didn't stink as much, and he ate him. And that is when Michael Crawford, the anti-tricker, became synonymous with poop. And that's also why April 20th is forever remembered as the holiday for the hippies. Because don't you know that Elizabeth W., who was just passing through that small ranch town, she went up to big old California, and don't you know, she became a senator. So she was very influential. And she wrote a book under a fake name. And it was called Everything You Ever Needed to Know About the Weed and Other True Stories of My Native Ancestors. That book was so enlightening, so controversial, that the CIA done censored it, classified it, and to this day you cannot find it. But that's the truth. So once again, happy birthday, baby Michael, the twin who ingested his older poop brother and became the anti-tricker. Happy 51 and another 49 more. Qapla. And now Qapla.